sensing your way through the shift. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You have taken yourselves to the point in your evolution where you are much more capable of sensing what is happening and determining for yourselves where you need to go, which direction to take, and what to do. The heightened sensitivity or intuition is the result of many downloads of codes and information that you have been receiving over the past several years. You are more receptive to energy and better able to feel the subtle differences in vibration. This has all led you to a place where you can now let go of the attachment that most of you have to figuring everything out, analyzing, and deducing. These are the ways of the mind, and the mind is the tool of the ego, which is, of course, your third-dimensional operating system. Your sensitivity, which used to seem like a detrimental trait, is now one of your more prized assets. As you step even closer to the fifth-dimensional threshold, your ability to sense will be utilized more and more to determine which timeline to take, which beings to trust, and what you need to do in your personal lives to bring you into the fifth-dimensional frequency range. There is no stopping you now, and we are feeling very comfortable with the way humanity is evolving, but we cannot make you trust these instincts and these sensitivities that you are becoming more and more aware of. So we will just encourage you to sink even deeper within your feeling state, so that you may sharpen your ability to sense what is right for you in the moment, what is right for humanity, and what is best possible path to your ascension. We, along with many other beings, are very proud to say that we can sense your readiness to be more empowered to take this shift to the next level. Your infinite and eternal nature. You have an eternal and infinite nature that defies your physical existence, where everything is finite. You are the extension of source energy that has chosen the unique path that you are on, and you have at your disposal access to all that you have ever lived, all that you have ever experienced, not just what you can remember from this one lifetime. So it serves you to stop limiting yourselves by thinking about what you have been able to accomplish in this one lifetime, what skills and traits you have in this one lifetime. And instead, you can allow yourself to bring forth aspects of who you have been as an eternal and ever-expanding being. You will never stop becoming more of the source energy being that you truly are, and that is another reason why limiting yourselves in any way makes very little sense. Physically speaking, of course, there are built-in limitations, but even those are changing with the shift in consciousness. And as you feel less and less attached to your physical bodies, and accept more and more that you are being of consciousness, you will be able to experience new heights in this lifetime and in the here and now. Don't wait for ascension to be complete before you begin to recognize yourself as your higher self, as an individual and a collective, and as an infinite and eternal being of love and light. Now is the time to awaken the truth of who you are and let go of the thoughts that tell you that you are only this or only that. We suggest that you feel for the infinite and eternal nature of who you really are. And when you do, you will feel expansive. You will know that you are changing and shifting in the present, and that you are allowing in so many more experiences that you had previously allowed yourself to even dream of. The ascension of the plants and animals. You are ascending with the plants and animals on your planet, along with the planet herself. This is a universal shift, which also means that every being, every speck of consciousness is ascending. Now, you are going to notice shifts occurring in the animals that you know and in the animals that you see, that you encounter. You will also notice that the plant medicines on your world become stronger. We are talking about the herbs here, the flower essence, and even the fruits and vegetables that you eat. You are going to get more out of eating fruits and vegetables than you previously did, because they will have shifted, and the shift will affect their energy and, of course, their vibration. Humans are going to be the last ones to complete the shift. Those of you whose senses have made a point of connecting with more animals and eating more fruits and vegetables, as well as connecting more with Mother Earth. You can sense the power in that connection. You can feel the energy coming off of her, and you notice how quickly and easily you can raise your vibration while in nature. Now, we tell you this because you can use this information to help you make more informed decisions about what you partake in. You want to use all the tools at your disposal physically and non-physically. Feel the vibrations coming off the animals as you interact with them. You will think that you have changed or that your relationship to the animal has changed, but in reality, you are sensing their movement forward. They have been holding a higher vibration on the planet along with the plants and even the minerals. and now they are leading the way to the fifth dimension. So be very selective about how much time you spend with computers, phones, and other electronics, and how much time you spend with the beings that are leading this ascension journey. The shift begins with you. You have a tenacity about you that has served humankind very well. There have been times when humanity has almost been wiped out, and yet there you are, more than 7 billion of you now. The accomplishment of your numbers should not be underestimated or unacknowledged. There is so much life on planet Earth, and with much more life there is more source energy. The spark of divinity that is within every living being on planet Earth is helping you shift. You can access more of who you are by tuning into the energies that are all around you. As empaths, you often tune yourselves to what a person or a group of people is offering. But what if instead you were to tune yourself to the divinity in each and every living being on planet Earth? What if you were able to activate divinity within others, and then feel all that energy on your planet? Why not give it a shot? See if you can activate more of the divinity within all fellow humans. Feel the divinity within yourself first. Reach for the center of your heart and access more of the source energy that you truly are. With that energy moving through you, you hold more of the source energy perspective, and you are more likely to activate within others that knowing of who they really are. This is a great awakening, and each of you who is awakened holds the key within you for all of humanity. It only takes one of you to fully realize the shift in consciousness. The urgency to get to 5D. You have the feeling within you of urgency when it comes to getting to the fifth dimensional experiences that you want to have. Part of the reason why you feel this urgency is because you have been promised that life in the fifth dimension will be easier and more fun. Now, the part of this process that seems like a paradox is that getting to the fifth dimension requires you to love where you are right now. Even though you know where you are going is better, you must find a way to embrace everything that is within your reality and that is within you. You are even being asked to embrace things that happened years and years ago, lifetimes and lifetimes in your past. It is also important for you to recognize that there is nothing wrong with the dimension you are in. It's all about experience after all, and that's why you incarnate. That's why you leave source energy dimension. So embrace experience for the sake of experience, and know that every experience that you create for yourselves will bring you closer to the fifth dimension. When you look at yourselves and you think that you have a lot evolving left to do, you are both right and at the same time being too hard on yourselves. You will always be evolving, so there is no end to what you'll become. But the first aspect of your current reality that you want to embrace is yourself as you are. Embrace yourself and everything about yourself in the here and now, not because it's necessary in order for you to get to the fifth dimension, but because in so doing you access more of the unconditional love that you truly are. You don't have to wait until you get to the fifth dimension to know yourself more and more as a source energy being, a creator being, and an agent of unconditional love. Give in to your now, and you will allow in all that you have been promised. The plan of ascension to 5D. You are awakening parts of yourselves that need to be felt, experienced, forgiven, and embraced. The process of awakening these aspects of you often includes creating something in your lives that you would not consciously create. Therefore, many of you call into question whether you are in fact the creators of your reality. You wonder why you would create such havoc in your lives. You wonder why you would ever bring yourselves to circumstance, conditions, and events that would bring you to your knees. But all of it is a part of a bigger plan that you have for yourself in this lifetime. It is a bigger plan than any of the plans that you have made for yourself. It is the plan to ascend to the fifth dimension. Knowing full well that you would have to face all that would be awakened within you, you set out on the journey of this lifetime. And what a journey it has been. So many peaks and valleys that many of you who are doing the work have considered at one time or another that you would just rather die than continue living on this planet in this dimension. You have wondered why or how you could create such circumstance in your lives, but when you stop questioning yourselves and your motives, you can tune into the energies of the fifth dimension. You do so every time you allow yourself to feel something, even if it's negative. Every time you recognize another part of yourself that has come up within you, and you embrace that part of yourself, you take another step forward on this journey. Every time you forgive another person in your life for having wronged you, you are actually forgiving yourself. Anything that you see in your life or on your world is something that you have done yourself. That's how many lifetimes you have lived. This plan is intricate and complex as all plans need to be that involve evoking such a myriad of emotional states. But we know who you are, and we know you will persevere. We know that you awakened ones will continue to reintegrate yourselves to become whole again and to ascend to the fifth dimension. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.